The 10,000 Tin Challenge returns for week 3. Welcome,
amazing.
Will.
Thank you very much. I can't believe we're in week 3.
This week we are going to talk about another group of people who get our food and how we help them. But before that, we are going to update you on how many tins we have got this week. And that number is... We have no idea because we are recording this way before we've counted those tins. Because we've got a busy couple of days.
It'll be more than last
But
week.
it will definitely be more than last week. So
Yeah.
thank you, everybody. I know that there's stuff up there to be counted, just haven't counted it yet. So thank you very, very much, everybody who's donated stuff, especially people from Asda once more.
Yes, thank you,
So,
Asda.
Will, we thought this week we talk about how we try and reach everybody possible and how maybe the very notion of House of Bread means we can't ourselves meet other people
Yeah.
on the front line,
Yeah.
but we can help them in another way.
So we're blessed with a quantity of food, tinned food.
Some of it's tin, some of it's surplus.
Yeah. And we're in a position then to be able to supply statutory providers that need that support. So people like social workers, family intervention workers, staff of probation, staff of police, services around that sort of nature, and also other food banks. Because some people might feel that they can't come down to this end of town, they're based perhaps in Rising Brook, or they might be based on Highfield at the Signpost Centre, or a new food bank that's opening in Ealing around the corner. And if we...
Or other types of organisations, like we were mentioning, Eagle House or
Women's Aid. Yeah, we help them on a regular basis. And that's really helpful for us, because because we do have that quantity which we can spare, and if they're accessing people that perhaps wouldn't directly connect with us but need the things that we've got, why wouldn't we want to share it? And we do it a lot. We do this on a weekly, daily basis.
So there's a lot of people we help at House of Bread, either directly, who we've spoken about in the past, that may be the people with the very high-risk lifestyles, as we would say, or there are people with a very low-risk lifestyle who may not want to come down to some of our events because of the very nature of the people we're helping. Now, we do have different events open throughout the week. So, for example, Bread Church is a quieter invite-only drop-in where, well, I suppose it's not a drop-in if it's invite-only, but there you go. But we do get a different atmosphere and a different
high
type
level of
of
needs
person.
of folk who struggle with an open situation, or come with somebody who's their carer 24/7 in some cases, and so therefore we can look out for them in a slightly different way.
So why is it important, Will, that we share this food?
It's critical because the service is under a lot of pressure, and you know what we always say: whoever you vote for, the government get in. So this is not a political statement. This is a reality check. There are services that are really, really struggling, and they need the help of the community, and we're part of the community. So why wouldn't we want to help? The thing about working and supporting social workers is that they're working with a family, with mum or dad or both in some cases, and some of the basic commodities that they don't have in order to try and normalise life is food.
And sometimes a social worker has a very short, specific time that they can help a family, and if that time comes to an end and the family are okay, but they're just on the brink, they will often say, "Oh, you are more than welcome to keep calling up the House of Bread," and they, or drop in for a food bag and that kind of thing.
It enables them to do more of their work, better facilitate the things that they can do. If they can't provide that resource, but somebody else can, well, why wouldn't we want to do that?
And don't get us wrong, we are not standing here saying, we're the best, we're making everything else possible. We're not at all. We don't think that. All we're doing is trying to lend a hand in our own way. If we know that we're closing down on a Friday and not opening up till Tuesday, if we've got food left that's going to go out of date on those days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we don't want to chuck that away. We will go and ring up other people and say, "Look, we know you're open over the weekend. Would you like this food?"
We're trying to develop, and we have got a network of connections, which works very well. We've got a WhatsApp group. So it's really important to stress that, Jack, that actually our waste is minute, because when we get to a position where perhaps we aren't open, but we've got a quantity of things, then we make calls and we work with so many people. It's great. We can just phone up, or they'll phone us up. And the variety and the choice is extensive. So it is important that people realise that, we can help in lots of different ways. And sometimes we don't see or meet the person that we're helping, but we're supporting them through services that they are connecting with. That's the whole point. If they're connecting with a service, we want to facilitate and support that service. And that's really important. And it might be that people haven't really sort of thought that through. So we really wanted to share it because it is a powerful piece of additional community-based activity.
Yeah.
So you might live locally to another food bank or an agency, or you're helping with them. And what we do a lot of times is we go into agencies and explain what we do, because some agencies unbelievably don't know what we do.
Yeah, and we don't, you know, we will give anybody food, and we're not interested in the plaudits. We're not saying, oh, this has come from House of Bread or whatever.
No,
as long as it gets to the people who need it,
absolutely,
they can have as much as they need from us. Right, we have finished there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that was okay. That was very rambly, but thank you very much, Will, for talking me through that.
I think it was helpful.
What we want to do is get across that we know we don't reach everybody, so if there's other people that need food who are giving it out to people, we're more than happy to say, yeah, look, we've got some stuff here, you can help these people who aren't going to come to us.
Yeah.
Everybody needs help, so we'll spread it out as much as we can. I'm going to stop talking now because I think we've probably come to the end. If you want to know about what happens on a day-to-day basis and all the different events and stuff that's going on, check out Hob News. That's on Sundays at 4. Great bit of fun and less serious than these videos,
and you
worth
can catch
watching.
a lot of it all on YouTube, can't you? You've got it on Facebook, but also it goes onto our YouTube.
Well, if you're watching it on Facebook, scroll down, it's all here. When I remember to upload it onto YouTube, it goes up onto YouTube. So watch it there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Will, for dropping me in it there.
Sorry.
We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.